You can start.
So good evening, gentlemen. We are Team GANDIVA Racing, and we are here to present a business presentation. So, this is about us. We are a upcoming electric go-karting manufacturing company. Our aim is to revolutionize the electric go-karting field by producing cars which are much efficient and capable of producing results at the global level. And our main motto is focus on the safety without compromising the thrill or the excitement with the racing gives. Our vision, next coming to our vision is to make an inevitable name in the field of electric motorsports. As we know, like this is an era of electric cars and electric mobility, and we want to make ourselves a good name and establish ourselves as a heavy competitor in terms of production and other stuffs in the next few years. So moving on to the mission, like how we will achieve our vision. So the first mission is to promote the recreational karting, which will promote the go karting at the levels of all the levels, such as the young people, old age people, and even kids. And the next thing is to make a good profit margin out of by the recreational karting. And as we said, we are electric go kart manufacturing company. The cost of the fuel will drastically reduce and the maintenance cost is also less, thus producing a go-karts at a sustainable cost and with zero emissions and no harm to the environment. So this is an organizational split up, and our company is maintained by our CEO, Mr. Sandeep Kumar, and Mr. Vivin SR, he and his team is responsible for the research and development of a prototype into a complete product, and Mr. Sujit Surya is responsible for the production of a production category, and the quality is the quality check is done by Mr. Sharan and his team. And the marketing head is Mr. Nilesh Kritik. He looks after the promotion, sales, and business of a company. So this is a market analysis. Before producing a product, we have done the market analysis. So basically, like electric go-karting and electric motorsports is a growing field, and motorsports is a growing market. The already existing market is mostly held by the Formula Racing. As we know that the Grand Prix, which is held in India during 2014 and those years, after that it has been stopped. But nowadays, according to a Nielsen survey in 2019, India was among the top 5 countries who have interest towards racing. And after the post-pandemic tour, India fans are like 40% of women are watching F1 race. So this clearly states that the interest of the youth towards competitive racing games is significantly increasing nowadays. And coming to our competitors, we'll be having Kart Attack and CRA Speedway as a competitors, as we are gonna have a industrial setup in Coimbatore. We are gonna talk about that next. And the target market will be like the youth category, which is aged between 18 to 35 years. So India is a country with vast diversity of youth population. It's about 600 million, and the sector is valued about 150 million in $1 million in 2021, and it is moving to around 800 million by the year 2013. And we also have a target, a subset of target as a mid and high schooling kids by providing them education about go-karts and providing them a thrilling experience too. So the next thing is the business strategy, how we are going to achieve our goal. The first thing is that promoting our brand is one important factor for the success of a business or an organization. So we are planning to promote our business in the schools, colleges, because in colleges there will be potentially a large amount of youth who will be also our customers too. So it is very good to promote our product amidst the youths and young people. And for social causes, there will be rallies organized all over the state for the social causes. We can promote a go-kart by participating in the rallies. And another idea is that we will be implementing go for around go-kart inside the mall, so that kids can get attracted to it, so that we can pull them into the real racing. And using social media, we know social media has a tremendous power to change the course of a company. And we'll be using social media like Instagram, which is right now the trend in promoting. We will be approaching that, and we'll be use organizing events, short track events, professional racing events to promote a kart. And will be also having tie-ups with the established institution, which will also promote our name. And the business model what we are going to use is that we are going to follow two business models. One is business to business, B2B model. As I said, our idea will be like tying up with organizations, so that the profit is we get the profit, both of them gets profited. And the B2C model will be selling the go-karts directly to the customers, and training institutes, students to the training institute. So these are the two ways of our businessing aim. And next, coming to the strength, weakness, opportunities, and threat analysis. Our strengths are that we are using an electric go-kart which will require zero emissions, and it does not need a maintenance like a combustion vehicle, and nil sorry, we'll be having a nil fuel cost. And considering the size of the market is also a strength for us, because nowadays the electric vehicle market is in the movement towards the future. And the weakness is that we'll be having a land cost which is keeps on increasing, so it will be difficult for us to set up a plant. And increasing the taxes is also increasing nowadays. And equipment stability, while handling with motors and batteries, we should be like concerned about the equipment stability, that to avoid the malfunctioning. And opportunities, we'll be having many opportunities like conducting races and rallies. As I said earlier, the booming industry is also an opportunity for us to prove here. And the threat is that the competition is also increasing. As I said earlier, the size of the market increases, the competition is also increasing. So we have to perform better in order to sustain in the competition. And next is obtaining patent is also getting tougher jobs nowadays. An industrial setup, our industrial setup is done by renting a warehouse of about 2,000 square feet in an area called as Chettipalayam. As you can see, there are many reasons we choose the Chettipalayam as a place, because the cost of the land is low. And the other thing is that the Curry Motor Speedway track, which is one of the biggest and best tracks in India, is also nearby, so that the racing events can be conducted. And Chettipalayam is also near to most of the colleges, so it will be a hub for us to operate, and on the target hub to operate, so that we can get the target customers who are nearby. And it is not too far from the city, so we have easy access to all the raw materials. And hospitals, commercial things are also nearby. So this is the main reason for choosing Chetty Valium as a business hub. My teammate Vivin will carry over, sir.
Welcome, sir. Our business over here is splitting up the income into three parts, sir. The first one is the recreational karting, the second one is kart racing, and third one is the direct selling. The recreational karting involves as the primary source of income, in which we will be collaborating with local malls and local tracks in Coimbatore, outside the colleges and tourist parks, in which we will be setting up our recreational karting setup, and we will be charging around 400 per person for 5 minutes, which will be the primary source of our income. The second one is the kart racing. Once we get some popularity among the colleges and tourist parks in our area, we will be conducting kart racings with the proper protocols and safety measures. And we will be conducting events in reputed tracks like Curry Motors, and we will be organizing events in which the professional go-karting racers can compete and prove their and they can experience the adventure and thrill in the karting experience. Next one is the direct selling. Once we get popular among the popular race, like um, once we get popular among the audience, we can manufacture our own cart and sell the carts according to the requirements of the retailers as well. And since direct selling is not possible until we get popular, it is like a least source of income as considered. Yes. So next is the operational cost, as we mentioned. The main warehouse rent, as my friend Sharan said, we will be renting 2,000 square feet, which is more than sufficient for building two go-karts at the time, which will cost around 20,000, which is 100 per square feet. We just need 20,000, sorry, 2,000 square feet. So the monthly rent for a warehouse is 20,000. For 12 months, for considering a year, we will be renting for 2,40,000. Next is the electricity charges. Since we will not be fabricating more than two cards at a month for the initial year one, we will require only 5,000 of cost, and we have calculated it by using the commercial line wages according to the Tamil Nadu government. And the total cost for a year is 60,000. Next is the labor cost. For the manufacturing of a go-kart, we will be requiring four labors. Not for the full time, we will be recruiting them for part time, and we will be paying 10,000 per person. And we need four technicians for building our cart, and which costs us 4,80,000 for the salary for the laborers. Next is the production cost. Here we have mentioned as 25 units, which means that we will be producing over 25 go-karts in 1 year, and the production cost of one go-kart is 1,08,000 as mentioned. For 25 cards, we need 27 lakh and 50,000. Next is the licensing part, in which we have to get a patent for our cart, as well as we have to establish a license for starting up our own company, which will be requiring 1,56,000 as the recent pages. Next is the machining and tooling cost. We will be requiring 30,000 for one set of machine part, which includes the drilling, cutting, and welding machine, as well as the toolkit required for fabricating one cart from scratch. We will be requiring 2 units, so it costs around 60,000. Next is the safety gears. As we mentioned, our primary source of income is from the recreational karting. Safety is the most important thing which we consider other from income. So we will be investing 2 lakhs for safety gears, which includes the helmet and the racing gears, as well as the other setup which will be useful in the present karting location for improving the safety. Next is the overhead cost, which will be miscellaneous cost, which is not included in the operational cost. It will be around 5,000 for 12 months for a year. It will be costing us 60,000 in total. So this is the income split. As we already said, we categorize our income into three major parts. First one is the direct selling, second is the recreational karting, and third one is the kart events. Since for the year one, the major percentage of the income is generated only through the recreational karting, because our company won't be popular that much among the youngsters in the country, sorry, city. By the upcoming year, our popularity will reach a certain level through which we can start conducting kart events, as well as we can directly sell the carts as we manufacture to the retailers. And next is the goes on increasing as the since we consider the break-even point to be achieved at 18 months. Our main target is to achieve the break-even point as soon as possible, because we have to repay our investors within a short period of time. So we have considered the breakthrough point as a 18th month, as we will show it in the next slide. So on the year 3, in which we will be achieving, we have achieved our break-even point, we will be going on for the more production, which is as mentioned. Next one is here is the break-even analysis, and my friend Sharan will explain it.
As my friend said, okay. So as we said earlier, the break-even analysis is how much fast we will be achieving a scale where there will be no loss or no profit. profit. So considering the first year's income, we will be achieving the break-even point in about 18 months after the production. So next, moving to the why you should choose us is that we'll be producing affordable go-karts and with safety measures and futures for that reasonable price. And as we said earlier, this is an electric car, so we'll be giving will be having zero emissions and less fuel cost, so less maintenance, and without compromising, and also without compromising the thrill on and adrenaline excitement on the racing experience. And the deep dive topic, the mostly is the safety and the staff training. The first I'll speak about the safety what we have implemented is that first thing is a crash direction and remote control. So we'll be using relays to stop that. We'll be installing crash sensors on the side bumpers, front bumpers, so that if there is any crash, the contractor will immediately cut off the supply. And the next thing is that Canvas and IoT. What this is, a Canvas is a development board. What it does is that it acts as an ECU, collects the data from various sensors like temperature sensor, BMS, and the voltage sensor. And we'll be implementing ML algorithms to predict the motor's performance and battery's performance. So if there any potential damage is happening, we can predict that earlier using machine learning algorithms such as random forest algorithm and regressions, so that we can improve the safety of a car. And we have spent about 2 lakh for the safety itself, which includes the safety gears such as helmets, tools, and etc. And staff training will be organized for them to handle the situations like emergencies like fire, etc. And as I said, the Canvas is also capable of sending the data, GPS data, to the cloud, which can also be monitored remotely and can be used to analyze the driver's performance, how much time he will complete the lab, and will not be needing any costly transponders for this. So that's all about the presentation, sir.